I'll just take you a drive in our little smart car, show you how it performs on the road. This car's got air conditioning, it's also got sat-nav as well. It's a full panoramic roof and also a shade band that comes across in case the sun's too hot. Automatic and semi-automatic. You can change gear just by knocking the gear stick forward or down by knocking it backwards. However, in order for it to be fully automatic, it shows you the gearing on the dash there on the display, but in all honesty, they drive better in fully automatic. I think they should probably be fully automatic and then knock the button to knock them to manual if you so desire. So a little button on the left hand side of the gear stick, knock that in and it's in automatic. Just turn the aircon down a little bit. Oops. And away we go. After you've driven a couple of miles in it, you get used to the gear change and you can make it smoother by just letting off the accelerator ever so slightly. Then the gear change is a lot smoother. It is a car for getting around the city, going to work in every day and always finding a parking space wherever you go. But as I say, it has got a good spec, very economical. Bags of room, the way it's designed. In order to give you leg room, rather than the car being long, it's higher, so that your leg room is kind of down as opposed to lengthways. I'll just try and demonstrate the gear change and how you can make it smoother. The pan roof gives it quite a roomy feel to the cabin, and I mean, I'm 6 foot and there's plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room. I'll just show you the gear change now. Now, if you keep your foot down, it goes like the clappers, and then there's quite a delay on the gear change. If you just, after a while, you get to know where it's going to change, like so, just take your foot off the accelerator ever so slightly, car changes and you're away, and it's smooth. Doing 60 miles an hour now, showing 2,700 revs. It's very, very windy today again. At 65 miles an hour. Quiet, smooth. say, if you build the revs up, let your foot off the accelerator, it just changes ever so smoothly. There's an economy button here, just forward of the gear stick, and that switches the engine off when you come to a stop. Put your foot on the brake, but I think for the purpose of this test drive we'll knock that off. It's been in the motor trade a long time, and being used to driving around in cars that are running on fumes, my first instinct still when a car stops at traffic lights is to dip the clutch and hit the accelerator. Of course that's not what you want to do when you're in a start-stop car. You can override the gear shift, the automatic, like so, just by knocking down. As you can see, it shows you on the dashboard. It's a very nippy car. And then just click the button. Once you've got through whatever situation you needed to drive in manual, just click the button on the outside and you're back in automatic. Doing dead on 70, just over 3,000 revs. Very little cabin noise to speak of. For the size of the car, I'd expect a lot more. And it is. It's, you know, it's not bouncing about all over the place. I actually used one of these for quite a while. And you get used to not putting fuel in. It's great. The car's finished in a pale metallic blue, and then the safety cell, I think it's called Tritium safety cell, is that's contrasted silver. The design of the smart car, as far as safety goes, it's the Tritium cell structure is basically to all four corners, and also the wheels, the tyres, they're designed to be part of the structure and to absorb some impact. When they first came out, incredibly over-engineered these cars, and they've remained so. For a 1 litre engine, this car is just not working hard at all, and I know you see a lot of them behind motorhomes, but I use one every day for a while, and it was fine. Automatic, we're doing 70. No, perhaps I should slow down a little bit before I'll slow down to 60 and then I'll put my foot down. Right, we're 60. There you go. At 60 miles an hour, it it's kicked down and we're away to 70. Pretty impressive. So was that. I'm not sure what it was. Again, there's a rattle, but that's coming from the camera equipment. By using the accelerator, you can encourage it to change gear and have a very, very smooth drive. Bearing in mind that this is a very bumpy road. Touchscreen sat nav. Ride in this car may appear to be bumpier than it is. We're on an extremely bumpy road. The only place to mount the camera is it's stuck to the glass panoramic roof, so it's not stable at all. It's just on one rod. good little car actually. I take it back, it's not just a city car. I think you'd be quite happy going anywhere in it.